And we're live. Hello everyone and welcome back to Drawing and Chatting. In which, I think the summon bot was broken for a little bit. It should be back now. Let me just go ahead and manually give Grilled Turtle the one they're missing. I think that didn't go through. Here we go. And... Ha! That's a perfect time to summon Silent. Okay. Welcome folks. I hope you're all doing well. It's Monday and the holiday season is over. Alas, alas. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just turn some music on. Hold on, what are we putting on today? I've been thinking about Fire Emblem. I'm gonna go ahead and just toss some of that in here. Fire Emblem top OST. Let's go. Top 60 modern Fire Emblem songs pre-engage. Is this the same one we listened to last time? I don't actually remember. I think it was. Oh wait, yeah, and it was like too hype, right? Okay, yeah, I remember that. Fire Emblem top relaxing OST. I remember this. This was the thing that happened. Okay, here. Relaxing FE music up to engage. Oh, this one claims to include engage. Oh, alright, here we go. Tell me if the music is too loud or not loud enough or something like that. Tri-Strat music is pretty good. I will say that I like some of them more than I like others. Also, yo, Mob, thank you for the resub. Hell yeah. 11 months. I really appreciate it. How is it going, folks? I didn't say hi to people, did I? Hold on. Here we go. Yo, Valerius. Yo, Juan. Yo, Grilled Turtle. Yo, Super Slick. Yo, Mob. Did I miss anyone? Yes, I did. Yo, Generic. Who else am I missing? Marionette. Yo. Roger. Yo. Oh, hey, it's Heroes Defeated. Yo, how's it going? How is it going, folks? Hope you have done well. Oh, Joe Generic summoned Raffle. Let's go. We haven't had an Evilise character in a bit. Also, yes, I don't think I've ever shown this specific sketch before. I started it ages ago. The goal was to kind of do like an everyone is here type like chibi thing for Wisdom Verse. So I'm gonna see if I can get something done in here. If this doesn't work, I have other artworks I'm gonna fall back on, but this is gonna be my plan for now. And we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. We do not know how it will, but who knows. Also, Super Slick, heck yeah. 30 stream streak, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys are kind, and I appreciate that too. Alright, let's go ahead and toss this in here. Yeah, so, as with all things, I have a strategy for drawing this. I think I need to go through and just do the faces first. And then I can go back and kind of like arrange their bodies around as I need to. That's my goal. I need to like think about this. See, I feel like people who have enough drawing talent can probably just look at this and then draw the whole thing. I don't have that much talent. So instead, I must make a plan. So I gotta remember details. This is gonna be a secret test of whether or not I remember the details that I put on here. Music's on the high side. Ooh, okay, let me just lower that. There we go. Alright, can people hear me now? Let me also move the mic a little bit. Yeah. Problem is if I move the mic too close, it blocks my face and then the camera can't see me. That's a problem. What? Something blocking this? Oh, it is. Ah, because I'm doing it on the same layer as something else. That is a me problem. Let's just erase this. I'll put all their faces on the same layer maybe so I can go through and edit them. It's the extended scene from the Fellowship of the Ring, yeah! And my axe, and my bow, and my bow, and my bow, and my sword. I love that. I did try to think of like a unique thing that all of them could be putting in. So Phantom's got like her sword, and Dusk has her sword, and Sun has her sword. But other than that, I think everybody's got something vaguely different. So I needed to give swords to 3 of them. I guess I could have picked something else for like... No, I mean, those 3, they really do deserve their swords. And they're such different swords too. Like, Sun uses the sword and shield style, like 1v1. Phantom has like the giant claymore. Dusk does like one hand behind the back, and then the other one in the rapier, like long and thin. So I think it works there too. And the others have just like random stuff going on. Can relate. Find yourself staring indecisively at similar decisions where X things position. Yeah. I mean, like, you don't want to lock yourself into a stalemate, right? So, like, so it's important to consider a strategy. No. I over-strategize my life all the time. On purpose. There. This doesn't have to be super detailed. This isn't gonna be the final layer. This is like planning. So I tend to, depending on what I'm drawing, I do like various levels of planning. For my comics, like the actual comic pages, I try to go a lot faster. So I do less planning. I'll just do like one sketch and I'm like, okay, frick it, quick, just go, just draw it. If you don't draw it, it's never gonna get drawn. And then like, their hair can go wherever it needs to. Oh, it looks like I drew the hair on this side, actually. So... something like this. Phantom Sword is nearly bigger than she is. Sounds good. As it should be. Yeah, her skirt is kind of like going off into the background over here. Is what the plan is so far. Okay, so that's Sun. I think I can make this face bigger. I also need to make sure that the faces are all like vaguely similar sizes, right? Sun is a large Zelda. Which is to say she's an adult. Yeah, make it exist and then make it good. Correct. Correct. Or sometimes just make it exist, that's it. Don't need to worry about it. Okay, Fable I kind of wanted maybe like looking this way, kind of like over the shoulder type of thing. We'll see if this works. Yeah, I think this kind of works. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for the follow, Hero. Welcome, welcome. You'll have fun here in the infantry, I hope. Yeah, as always, I encourage people to, if you want, draw along. If not, hell yeah, we're gonna be chilling here. What's news? Have people done, have people done fun things over break, hopefully? Anyone go on any fun vacation trips or visit some family or... How much of the hair am I showing here? Probably not a lot. Went to a wedding. Oh, that's nice. Hell yeah. How's the wedding? Was there any, like, spectacle or did it all go well? Got COVID and was out for the week of New Year's. Oh no. Actually, I didn't get COVID, but I was also out for the week of New Year's. Wait, or was it Christmas week? No, it was Christmas week. I was out for Christmas week, essentially. And that was the time I was on vacation, too. Like, it sucked. I should have gotten my vacation and instead. Look at what I was treated to. Illnesses. The quesarito is back at Taco Bell for— wait, only for a limited time? What? Fun fact, I actually really like the quesarito, so I did just get a quesarito from Taco Bell, like, within the last few days. That's oddly timed news. Like, I didn't even marvel at it, I just went like, oh, neat, they put the quesarito back. Taco Bell's great. We've talked about this before, haven't we? I love Taco Bell. It's so good. It can't be limited time. I think in my location it seemed like it was there. Nothing said limited on it. Although I suppose I wasn't really paying attention, so... The wedding went well, no major hiccups. Okay, nobody's standing up and being like, I object! Nobody's standing up and being like, haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No? No reference? Okay, anyone? Yeah, I was traveling over break, which is even better because it gives you a chance to get Taco Bell. I guess that's a point. When I say my location, I actually mean like the location I was traveling to for a specific time during break. Shit, I actually didn't check my local locations. I probably should. Went to one of your grandpa's homes and tried to start a new artwork, but your mom interrupted it. Oh well, you'll have time later. There's always time for artwork. Eventually. Taco Bell strikes the fine line between cheap and quality. Hey! Hold on. Did I respond to that yet? Because, hold on. I like Taco Bell. I don't know, what can I say? It's good food. Yeah? It's not Mexican food. If you're going to Taco Bell for Mexican food, you're in the wrong place. You go to Taco Bell so you can enjoy a great American fast food meal that kinda sorta is named after Mexican food sometimes. I say that with all due respect. One does not simply insult the Taco Bell. How dare. I guess it's like a ever-present cheap food that you can kind of usually trust to be like decent. Like, it's not gonna be like terrible. Dad went to visit his family in Norway. Apparently there was a big luggage incident? Oh no! Wait, what kind of luggage incident? Because I have also had a luggage incident in a very similar location in Northern Europe. I think maybe even in Norway. Or Amsterdam. It could have been either one, because I also have done a trip to both Norway and Amsterdam, and they like... So we were getting our luggage back to the airport in like one of them rental tourist van things. And the door opened on the way to the airport, spilling my luggage everywhere. Whereabouts? Just for a tour. I don't know anyone in Norway. I was just there for fun. So we went and visited all sorts of places. We went up, like, far north. Yeah, this was, like, far enough ago that I can now speak of it. This was a little while of time. Quite a while ago, I think. Hammerfest. That's where I went. Hammerfest and Honningsvåg, the most northern towns. Correct me if I'm wrong here, I am not Norwegian. There we go. I'm not Norwegian, but I did learn that I believe Hammerfest is the most northern town with a population over 5,000 people, and Honningsvåg has 2,000 some number, I think, at the moment. I feel like I learned this after I left, which it was kind of not useful to know this information anymore. That is north, yes, it's like the northernmost settlement. That's why we went. Me and some friends went to like, to be like, I went to the northernmost city in the world. Like, that's just for the fun. Oh, an hour outside Oslo. Oh, neat. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. See, I don't know anything about Norway. I'm just a humble tourist. Okay, we get Fable. Next, Dawn. Actually, I think I should make Fable's head bigger. I need to make all their heads bigger. I'm trying to use Phantom's head as like a reference here. This is how big the head should be. An entire train of baggage carts just didn't make it onto the plane. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, I hate that. I've been on a tour where that happened to 2 of the people, and we were supposed to go swimming on the first day, and they didn't have their swim trunks, so they had to go like buy other stuff. It was terrible. Viking Lynn. Oh, fun fact. While I was there, I also went to Iceland, and in Iceland there is a statue of is his real name Thorfinn Karlsefni? I don't remember. The guy that Vinland Saga is based on. Like, there's a real dude who I mean, there's Leif Erikson who went and explored Vinland for the first time, and then like there was another guy who started a settlement there, like in real history. And and I think his name is Thorfinn Karlsefni, and the manga Vinland Saga is based on that, and I really like the manga Vinland Saga. It was good stuff. It's like what you would get if like One Piece met Berserk. The One Piece part is later. For the people who are like watching the anime, you're like, wait, what? One Piece? Like, no, it becomes a little bit more like that later. If you're only watching the anime, it's just Berserk. But yeah, so I went and saw like a statue. It's in like a random like fast food parking lot. Like, it's not in any particular good location, but it is there. And I went and took a picture with the with the statue of Thorfinn. It was pretty cool. It was a good time. I went out of my way to do this, by the way. Like, I took my tour group, which is to say the friends I was traveling with. Different set of friends this time. And I like forced them to drive like, or I think I was driving. I forgot who was driving, but I did force everybody to drive to that specific random fast food location so I could go take a picture with the statue. It was worth it. Hecking worth it. Should Dawn have her eyes open? I think no. You have a statue of Leif Erikson in Boston. Oh. I mean, that makes sense. Did he, like, discovered that area or something, right? Somewhere around that area was discovered. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know where Leif Erikson went. He went to Vinland. Where's Vinland? I don't know. There's loads of photos floating around the internet, location tagged with the Icelandic word for paid parking because tourists thought that was a place name. Oh no. Another fun fact, I impressed people with my Icelandic knowledge through, through Fire Emblem Heroes. Oh man. Like, we had a tour guide, and her name... okay, I don't know her last name, which is good. I'm not gonna dox this tour guide. But her name, she introduced herself as Heidi. And I was like, oh, that's like Heidrun, right? Like, presumably, because I think she said at some point, like, I wasn't making presumption. She said at some point that she was named after like a Norse mythological, like, thing. And I was like, ah, it's like the goat. I know this. And I like spelled it. That's true. She said like the daughter of something, or daughter of someone thing, but I don't remember it anymore, obviously, because this was a while back. And then she was like, how do you know that? And also, like, why do you have Icelandic characters on your phone that you can spell with? And I'm like, I've written so many things in Icelandic script because all of Fire Emblem Heroes is based on that. I didn't tell her that. Instead, I was like, yes, I'm a mythology fan. Video games, the best teachers. Yeah, at one point, I think we saw something that had like either the word for like green or blue on it. And I was like, ah, yes, Gron. Blar, I know this. And then like Rodra. Although I'm obviously not pronouncing those correctly because I've only ever seen them spelled out. I can write them though. Hence your name here, which is Old Norse instead of Icelandic. Oh, that's neat. So is the, like, SONR part, is that, like, son of? Or something? I need to make Dawn look cuter. How to do this. I think the mouth is wrong. This can be done later. Also, the shoulder should not be this far back, I think. Oh yeah, how do you pronounce that name? I've seen it written so many times. Yeah, pronunciation is quite different than what you usually think. I have actually seen, like, BJORN. But I have not seen it with an A, which is interesting. Okay, maybe even bigger? But Dawn is small, so her face can be small. This is allowed. I'm gonna make it even bigger though. Okay. Maybe like this. It's like an eh, but with your lips rounded like an O. Ugh. Björn. I'm probably wrong. In the words of Nino from Fire Emblem Heroes, I'll do my best. Okay. now the question is, which way is Echo facing? So I kind of had her like looking away. But I feel like some of these characters should be looking at each other, so I do want to kind of like I want Phantom and Tetra. Oops, I forgot they're in different pairs. No, they're not. Yay. I feel like there's a guy with that name in Vinland Saga somewhere. Because it seems like one of them. One of them potentially popular mythology type names a little bit. Like, you know how like there are some names that are just like, when foreigners think of a culture, they think of that name. Like, I feel like that's one of those. I guess Thor is probably the most common one. Okay. Now whose face is too small? I'm gonna go through resizing faces until everything fits. OSP's Saga of Grettir video? Oh, this is the overly sarcastic productions people. I am aware of them. I know they exist. Alright. Should I do Tetra facing away, or... Choices. I'm gonna try facing away. But then I have to give her a nose. And nobody here has a nose. I've been keeping that trend going. I'm gonna give like a small nose. I don't like this as is, but I guess this is fine. I can kind of turn this a little until it works. Noseless small faces are cute, actually. Oh yeah, true. Final Fantasy Tactics, the entire graphic system only has small face, noseless people. This is true. Also, their arms are giant. Like, not their arms even, like their shoulders are giant. I'm trying to give as less of a nose as possible while still making it clear that their nose is there. This is a strange line to walk, but I am committed now. Everything is small about FFT's art style except the shoulders, true. And their eyes are pretty big. I don't know if anyone here was there back in the days of like Fire Emblem Heroes, the first bit, like right when it came out. When they released base Ellawood, like just the normal Ellawood, his eyes were like ridiculously large, so people used to make jokes about it. Anyone remember this, or is it just me? Dawn could fit on the Tri-Strat ice gem? Oh, you mean FFT. Yeah. Agreed. Some space. I don't know if this works. I'll just do this for now, and then if I change it later, we change it later. That's it. But I feel like I should try a little bit of uniqueness, so, you know. Oh, I haven't done the sideburn things for Phantom. There might not be enough space for that, to be honest. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Thor, Loki, Odin, Hela, Freya. Yeah, true. Oh, Mimir, Baldur, okay. We have, in FEH, all of them except for Mimir are currently in, including Heimdall. And some of them are spelled differently, like Freya with the J, Bulger without the E. Hela, I think they just put Hell, although I don't know if that's a different person. Yeah, I think these are spelled with Nordic characters, which usually just leaves all of us people going like, alright, okay, how am I pronouncing this one? Alright, good to know. I mean, if someone pulls it in the gacha, you'll know. I think a lot of them are in there. A lot of them have made it into the emblem gacha. Okay, I feel like this is a serviceable Tetra until proven otherwise. I'll have to see whether I decide to change this face. If it like looks too different from the others, then I'll change it up. Bulger is Old Norse, Bulger is Icelandic, Bulger is Anglified. Okay, so they went for the Old Norse, I think, then maybe. Small phantom there is wonderful, hell yeah. Yeah, I tried to go for like a little bit of symmetry in various ways. So you have like Sun and Flora who are at the beginning and ends of the timeline on either side of each other. And like the old Zeldas are on this side, like this way. So like these three are the first three in the timeline. And then like these three are the first three in like chronological. And then the two that are not currently in Wisdomverse are on the top and bottom. And then, like, Phantom floats, you know? So, like, obviously she had to go on top. Yes, exactly. Echo and Phantom are intentionally placed on opposite sides of each other. And yeah, Phantom literally can fly, and Echo is known for being asleep, so I think it was pretty clear which one went on top and which one gets on the bottom. Is it a clock? I think it's a little too non-circular. It's a bit of an oval, so maybe not. I guess you could make, like, an oval clock. Also, there's only 11 Zeldas, so it's it's no 12. If they make like another Zelda, what's gonna happen is Echo moves to the center, and then the other Zelda would go here. I've planned it out. Until then, this will cover up enough space. I'll use the cape and stuff. Okay, don't do too much detail, Lynn. Focus on just moving on. Gotta go fast, as they say. Tetra's hair is easy when done from like that specific angle that you always see it at, but difficult when done in any other angle. Hold on. How does this go? Okay. You know what? I could make the hair bigger. I think we could have more Tetra. We could always use more Tetra. I think it's because Phantom's head is so big. Let's make Tetra even bigger. I don't know. I feel like this Tetra specifically looks very FFT to me. I don't know if that's a good thing. Something is off about this Tetra. Okay, whatever. This is what we're getting for now. I think it's too far forward on her head, I guess. I do move it a little forwarder than it usually is. Throw it back. That might be it. Let's mess with this. Need to set this computer up to do non-English input properly. That's fair. Yeah, I feel like, for me at least, I just use my phone if I'm ever trying to do non-English. This phone is like way easier. You just tap and hold. Okay, this could work. Is it the mouth now, I think, maybe? See if we can move the knob around a little bit. Okay, somehow this looks a little better. Let's keep it like this. Yeah. No, there's something wrong. The proportions are off. I think it's the presence of a nose. Nobody else has a nose. It's not allowed. Okay, keep moving, keep moving. Upscale dog, I think. On to the harder Zeldas. I always start with the easiest ones. Feel like the music's too loud? Okay, let me turn it down a little more then. Oh, it just, it turned itself off. Hey, it'll be back. Okay. Ooh, this is heckin' nostalgic. Which prep thing is this? 258.29. Okay. It's gotta be either Awakening or Fates. Awakening. Okay. Man, I love the titles of the music in Awakening. All of them are literally just full sentences. So good. Make the eyes smaller to make a character look older and or more serious. Easy tricks. Pizzicato. Is that how you pronounce that? Got them violins. I do really like when you... So that's like when you pluck a string instrument, right? Instead of like putting the bow across it. I think this one still doesn't feel right. Okay, whatever. I'll just kind of shuffle it to the side. Maybe it's the eyes. Make it thinner. Characters with long faces. I wonder if anyone's done like a rating of these though. I want to judge people for their music chance. Okay. Here. Fire Emblem, top, OST, relaxing. Okay, the only one is this guy who wrote top 60 modern Fire Emblem songs. You know what? Frick it. I'm putting it on. Let's see what this guy chose. Let's see if he's correct. Yeah, I'm skipping this one because it's too hype. Yeah, okay, of course. Alright, apparently we're starting with number 57, which is just the ending of Fates. Good to know, I guess. Fates has good music, I will say. Like, in the Zelda series, there are some games that, like, the music is just disproportionately good. Same thing in Fire Emblem. And it's specifically Fates. The music has no right to be this good. Also, I feel like this isn't really a good way to hold a sword, but I can't think of a better way for her to be pointing it inwards while still having enough space to put the entire sword in. Yeah, see, like, how would you even hold that? I don't know. Isn't that just every Zelda game? Is there any that has bad music? I mean, I guess by default, like, the first game, you know, this Well, no, I do like some of the themes in the first game. And the second game has really good music, actually. Like, genuinely just quite good music, considering the game was, I don't know, released in 1987, I believe? Game 2 music is so good that they pretty much solely use it for Smash Brothers for like a while. That's how I knew it, at least. Just like every theme is a banger over there. I guess that's true. All the Zelda games do have good music. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the arm here. It's gotta come up with something. I could just make the sword shorter, I guess. But like the whole point is that it's a super long sword. Kingdom Hearts has a case like this. Music that plays for like a 10-second section and it has no right to be that good. That's me with the minecart theme and Triangle Strategy. Okay, wait, honestly, here, we're gonna take a break to listen to the minecart theme. It's so good. I don't even know what it's called. The theme that plays in the mines. Mines theme. Triangle Strategy. Battle in the Grand Norzelian Mines. Maybe that's it? Maybe this is it? Yeah, this! Yes! Man, the mine chapters are so good. Trash Trap music does always hit hard. Well, okay, actually, no, I'll say, like, Octopath music always hits hard. Trash Trap music, there's, like, a few good ones and a few, like, there's nothing bad. But there's some good stuff and some bad stuff. Or, okay, some good stuff and some mediocre stuff, I think. Maybe I can do this with the sword. Dusk is a character that's just all long and thin. So difficult to make enough space for this. A motif in the previous song that's also in a completely unrelated song, you know? Oh, really? Huh. Are you sure it's not You Are the Ocean's Grey Waves? Because, I don't know, man, those are the ocean's grey waves right there. It's such a common theme in the game. Like, they always reuse that specific theme. Like, wherever they can possibly come up with it, they'll be like, we're gonna put some grey waves in here. It's a Vocaloid song. Oh. Wait, which Vocaloid song? Is it good? I like a good Vocaloid song. I guess I could just move Dusk, like, further away. Thinking of Octopath, have to get back to it. Ayy. It's a good game. If you feel like it, though, of course. I'd never force anyone to play anything. We'll put her head, like, here. There. She's like trying not to smile. Meteo by John? Okay. Sounds interesting. That's not one of the ones I've heard before, but to be fair, I think I've only heard, like, the old Vocaloid songs. Like, anything that is really, really old, then I've got, like, a chance of having heard it. And also, oh wait, it's showing me on the next recommended playlist. Okay, I don't know if people have heard the Fire Emblem Shadow themes in here, but I played one of them when I played the game, and it was great. Y'all should listen to the rest of these. This is so good. It's so good. They did such a good job. And for the people who have played Fire Emblem Three Houses, they're mixing together a bunch of themes from the game in here. Like here's Fodlan Winds. And like in the background, they're still playing Sothis' theme. It's so good. It's a banger song to get hit by that cross thunder. Ayy. Oh man. Deer did a Flora and Echo art based on a Vocaloid song? Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh, I feel like I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't know the Vocaloid song, I think. I didn't know it was based on a Vocaloid song either. But I saw that one. Trying to give Flora less of a nose. No noses allowed. Only Tetra and Flora get noses. Apparently. In this cold, cruel world. Teleports behind you, nothing personnel kit. Yeah. True. The other ones are great too, actually. I was going through and listening to them recently. Like this is for Dimitri. They did one for Lynn, they did one for Veronica, they did one for Ike and Corin. But I think Dimitri's is the best. And like, it pains me to say that. You're the same age as Rin and Len if they'd aged sensibly since they were released. Aha. One confirmed 12-year-old. No, I'm kidding. You like the Veronica theme most. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to listen to that again then. I'll give it another shot. I really liked what they did at the beginning of Ike's theme. Because, like, I know the Galdra release by heart, and I was like, oh! That's literally the song that sends people crazy. Of course they play it at the beginning of Shadow Ike. That's so good. Okay, this is also an extended version, so let's go find another one. Okay, here's Corin. Okay. I don't remember this. Wait, is this the wrong one? Hold on. Is it battle theme? Oh, there we go. There's that classic Fates soundtrack. Wait, but is this a different one? Okay, no, it's the same thing. Never mind. I'll listen to it anyways, it's good. Figurehead? Figurehead. Yeah. Had more things selected. How dare. Honestly, even the main theme of Fire Emblem Shadows is just good by default. They have such good music in this game. Also, the story was pretty compelling. I need to go back and like... The problem is I hate grinding to get to more story. This is the reason I couldn't finish Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. Like, obviously I played all 4 routes of houses. But like, Warriors games just get me. Oh, this is a good part. Nice! They put the little... Okay. That theme is also from Fates and I like it. I guess that's the end of it. What's next? Have we done Veronica yet? We have not done Veronica yet. Ah! This isn't Veronica. This is Veronica. Here we go. Oh! Okay, this is pretty good. Yeah, they added Veronica to Shadows. The latest character is Ike, I believe. Even bigger head. That might be too large. This is fine. Needs a bigger head for all the wisdom. Hell yeah. How else are we supposed to be Wait, hold on. Didn't we, isn't... Okay, I feel like this was the thing. Neanderthals had bigger heads than the Homo sapiens, and they got murdered. So... maybe they were more wise. Maybe they just didn't have power. SMH. Should have grinded power. Artemis's head should also kind of be to the side. Ah. Okay, no, it's fine, because this is what you do in archery. You kind of like look sideways at things. Oh, the battle music is nice. Okay. Alright, Ike next. Ike next. It's not in the suggestions list. What? Okay, fine. Ike, battle, music, FE, shadows. Your eyes are on the target in archery. Well, yeah, but like only with one eye, right? I'm kind of like trying it out right now. Hold on. It looks like both my eyes are closed, but they're not. I've actually just turned my head to the side. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so your head is like at a 45-degree angle, but your eye is always facing the target. And you should be using whichever hand is connected to your eye, essentially. So like, so she could be doing this. But she's not going to be. Actually, I could have Tetra wink, but okay, never mind. Tetra's only showing one eye to the camera. It's a bit different. Okay, Ike, battle music. Yeah, that's the Galdriv release, so well done. Like, the part they played at the beginning is literally the song that, like, sends people crazy. Or, okay, kind of both. It, like, can release the evil spirit of chaos. It can also keep it contained, sort of, depending on what you do. In Corin's in-game profile, she's not explicitly light or shadow. That's the true FE Fades experience. Wait, I thought that was for everybody. Isn't, like, no one explicitly light or shadow because anyone can snap at any time? Oh, is this like the Dimitri and Lynn thing where, like, Dimitri was in on the side of shadow and Lynn was in on the side of light? Is that what you're talking about? Might be spoilers, I suppose. All this music is making me excited for Fortune's Weave. Yes, same. Honestly, so they have they said when it's coming out? I know they said 2026, but they haven't given us like have they given us a proper date? No info yet, huh? Unfortunate. We don't wink in the place where we do archery, but at this point you're just being pedantic. Oh, they told me that I could if I wanted to. Because I think you're only supposed to be sighting the target with one eye. Ah, good question. Okay, so I think various Zeldas have various left or right-handedness. However, most Zeldas are right-handed. That said, archery is actually not dependent on your handedness, it's dependent on your eye-ness, like which eye is your dominant eye. And I know this because I am right-handed, and then I went to do archery with some coworkers, and the archery lady, who was a very strict lady, like she just looked at me and she's like, no, you're doing it wrong. And I'm like, oh, okay, I mean, like, I'm not like an experienced archer or anything, so what should I fix? And she's like, just switch hands. And I'm like, okay. So I did. And then suddenly, actually, I became quite decent at archery. Like, I beat almost everybody on my team. There was, like, one guy who did better. But, like, he had experience, so that doesn't count. Okay, so it is that thing. Yeah, the, like, unaligned bit. Yeah, fair. I remember in the storyline, Dimitri was introduced as, like, a disciple of Fenris, and Lynn was introduced on the side of Naga. Okay, so good to see, good to see. Oh, thank you for the raid, Tipsy Tales. Welcome, welcome. How goes it? It do be going. We're doing Everyone is Here Zelda style. Let me put the Triforce back in. There. Everyone is here. It's just got all them Zeldas. They're all chilling. What were you up to, Tipsy Tales? Were you doing something fun? I'm sure you were. How do people hold guns? Guns are hard. Suffering in the Black Sheep of the Souls trilogy. Oh, there's an even worse Dark Souls game? What's that? Ah yes, the Black Sheep of the Souls trilogy. Lies of P. Is all I know. Speaking of handedness, never get over how the solution to quickly port Twilight Princess. Yeah, let's just mirror the entire game. They did do that. They did do that. I played Twilight Princess on a GameCube emulator, I want to say, so I did not have this issue. I played Twilight Princess and Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn at around the same time, I think. Oh, this is Tamamo's theme? Okay. I've never heard it. Because this character was, I believe, exclusive to Pain or something, wasn't it? You have to get this character somehow. I wasn't about to do any grinding. See, this is good. I don't even know who this is. Like, this isn't from any other game, no nostalgia. Oh, that was like the Fire Emblem Shadows main motif in there. And so is this. Okay, this is really cool. They're remixing like the other themes into this. Yeah, I heard that Lynn's souls are on raid up. This is true. As a fellow Lynn, I support. However, as someone who hates grinding, I do not support. She's the retainer of the Fox Goddess, which we know nothing about at this point. Wait, the Fox Goddess is neither Fenris nor Naga, because Naga's dragon and Fenris is wolf. Interesting. So there's like a third neutral party, maybe? I haven't played past the first segment of the game, because I just didn't want to grind. I really hate grinding. I can't believe... I need to like look up the story of Fire Emblem Shadows, because I really want to see it, but I do not want to have to grind for it. Yeah, Uma Lin was paid only technically, but you could get it with like a very, very small rate of drops, and people were also selling the souls on like the in-game market. So if you got really lucky, or if you like grinded a whole lot and got super rich, then you could get a Lin. I think. Know people who are grinding for Corrin souls now. Oh, that's not even on raid up, is it? Huh. Yeah, they're so on. The game Fire Emblem Shadows is actually pretty good, NGL. Like, I enjoyed it. However, I will say that it is potentially possible that at the current moment, the state of the game is such that if you really want to play it, you're gonna have to grind. Which I don't know for sure because I haven't played the game recently, but as I played it in the beginning, I did enjoy it. That said, the main premise of the game is that there's like this whole race of animal-style people, kind of Laguz-ish if you know Fire Emblem Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn. Except the specific caveat for these people is that they go animal form when they like betray their own moral principles. Usually for the sake of some selfish desire, but could be anything. As long as you sell your soul to the devil, you go animal form and you're evil. So the game is like a little bit social deduction themed, where you have to try to like figure out who's evil and who's just bad at the game as you fight through like 2 levels, and then like kind of like play those levels a few times. And then there's like a story and stuff, and it's pretty good. I did like the story. I did stream my reaction to the story for anyone who's interested in seeing that. I think Artemis should be more focused. So let's make her eyes smaller. And let's make them have no gaps. Yeah, there. I like this better. As one of the older Zeldas, she gets to have like a non-circular face. Had a similar experience with Uma Musume. Okay. I keep hearing good things about Uma Musume. At the high ranks, it's a lot more of a positional and timing game. Okay, the balance could use some. That's what I heard. I heard that right now it's too difficult to be Shadow. Like, it's way easier to just play as Light. Yeah, this song is great. Let's see if I can find, like, the main theme for FE Shadows. That thing's good, too. Shadows OST. Here. Shadows just has a really good OST, and I don't know why. This is kind of unfair. Okay, someone has posted this video under the title Fire Emblem Shadows OST Battle Theme, and then in parentheses, screw you, Nintendo, and your copyright. Good to know. Let's click on it. Okay, this is like the normal battle theme. This is not what I wanted. All shadow reveals in FE Shadows. Okay, I don't know what that is. Balance of light and shadows, is it? Kinda. Okay, I got one face left. Let's do the face. Oh, this is like the main, like, deciding theme. This one's good too. Yeah, I heard that the player base is small enough that most of the high-ranked queue is in a single Discord server. I've heard that. I think that's great, actually. All the better to set up, like, you know... Okay, should Echo be looking back at Dawn? Or looking away? I'm gonna give her this. I think she can look back at Dawn. I keep making the faces too small. I'm not used to drawing in this style. Something like this, I think, but I'm gonna move some stuff around. Echo will be difficult to get correct. There's a few extremely strong shadows, and most others are some level of difficulty. Oh, okay. What's like the strongest meta shadow at the moment, actually? This is Corrin again. I'm looking for like the main theme. I don't know what... It's not calling itself anything. Ike result music. United Hearts. Is this it? I don't think I've heard this. What is this? When does this play? Are there any... This is like a wholesome sounding song. Are there wholesome moments in Fire Emblem Shadows? Has that happened? Alberta, Hati, and Joachim. Ah, okay. Because they have their X skills? Okay, fair. Yeah, I guess the X skills are definitely going to be the most important thing, because you can swap out the rest of their kits, right? I remember because I played Zasha. Zasha, best character! Let's go! After you eject the imposter, there are wholesome moments. I mean, like, in the story, though. In the story, as far as I got, which is to say, only the first segment, I think everybody was still pretty worried. Like, they ejected one imposter, and I won't spoil who it is because it was pretty good. Like, it was well done. And then afterwards, everybody's like, okay, but like, what's going on? Like, why is this happening? Everyone's still viable? Okay, that's cool. Support characters have it bad? Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I wasn't expecting characters like, I want to say, is Sai a healer? Was Sai a healer? I basically only played Zasha. I was like, wait, there's like a bird guy, and he's also a Myrmidon Navarre type, and he's also the teleporting unit? Like, oh my god. Yeah, Sai is good as light, I agree. Zasha was better as evil, because I liked doing the whole, like, you know, swap people out, nothing personnel kid thing, but I think probably at like higher levels, they'll know when you're about to do it, and they can probably stall you out. Because Zasha's skill does, like, swap, and then it also does damage to the person who gets swapped, so you can't really use it on allies without sounding really suspicious. Oh, you chose Rose! Okay, Rose is a good one, Rose is a good one. I think Rose is, the one character I didn't even, like, bother trying. Purely because I'm a huge Sheeta fan, and I was like, this is just Sheeta, but worse. Like, that's nothing to do with the utility of the character. More to do with just me and my preconceived notions. I value like a good character personality. Like I'll try to use a unit in a tactical RPG even if they're like bad. If I like their character enough, I'll be like, alright, frick it, we're putting you in. Yeah, exactly. The cooldown on his skill is a lot slower. When he warps, you know that you should have enough time to attack and not be punished for it. Exactly, exactly. This is what I found as well. Or, like, this is what I theorized. I think this pose doesn't work anymore with this expression. I'll need to change something up. Or just make her not smile. Or make her not look at Dawn. I could do that. Okay. Is that it? Is that the whole Shadows OST? I guess there's not too much going on yet. There's a matchmaking theme? What is... Oh, is that the... the creepy... Shadow Rose is absolutely painful, but you made it work. Ayy. Yeah, I feel like Rose is, actually, was Rose a sword unit even? I don't even remember. Okay. Any other music people want to listen to? We finished off the Shadow. If not, we're... never mind. Song for Bygone Days. This is unrelated. Now we're just listening to my favorite Fire Emblem themes. This is what this is. This is one of the best Fire Emblem themes, guys. It's from game 15, which is an underrated game. Great story, okay-ish gameplay. Amazing voice acting, actually. It was the first time that the voice actors were, like, really, really good. I want less light. I want... I want more sadness. Don't see why she wouldn't look at Dawn, though. That's true. I'm just trying out different expressions. We'll keep this one, and then I'll put the other one back. Let's see if we can add the sadness back in. But also... Oh yeah, Echoes of Wisdom. Echoes of Wisdom has one song that I really, really like, and then one song that I like as well. Okay, someone did The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom Top 20 Music Songs. Okay. I'm gonna start from top 10 because I want to see what they picked. At number 10, Try's theme. Oh, I would have put that in like the top 3. Unless there's like a variation of it called like Farewell to Try or something. This is remarkably low. Remarkably low on the rankings considering... What is above this? Okay, this is fine. Is there a variation for the Farewell? Okay, there we go. That makes sense. If I had it, I assume the Try would as well. This pose doesn't work anymore. The rest of them look good, though. The rest of these look fine. I think Echo no longer works like this. If I want to make her smile, I gotta change something about this. I could do sideways. Sideways might work, because then she could kind of like curl up a little bit more. Or maybe her hand just goes down. Oh, this kind of works. Actually, this kind of works. Never mind. I might stick with this. Specifically like pixelated Zelda's final boss theme. Wait. Wait, which one? Like any specific pixelated Zelda or just all of them? Or like Zelda from Echoes of Wisdom who isn't really pixelated, I suppose. Okay, never mind. This is Echo before she fell asleep. Oh, this one. No, this is definitely gonna be afterwards. I have no choice. I must make her suffer. It's all part of the plan. Yeah, something like this maybe, I'm thinking. The song is 8-bit, and it's the Echo Zelda controlled by Null. Oh, interesting. Okay. I've forgotten. Usually when I'm playing games on stream, I put the volume a little lower so that I can hear myself talk. So like other things, I'll go and like listen to the soundtrack again afterwards usually so I can get like the full hit of it. Some songs are just good and I can hear them, but like sometimes I'll forget it unless I hear it again. Okay, now we have to go through and resize the heads. Okay, so people, take a look at all of the heads here. Considering that Artemis, which is this one here, I'll draw them out for you. Hold on. So some of these need to be bigger because they're like adults. No, it's the wrench. Frick the wrench. The wrench does not deserve this. No. Not only have I never really been a fan of the entire like Epona's theme to begin with, which this is definitely clearly based on. Also, I spent 20 to 30 minutes doing the freaking ranch. I'm so mad. And it was like, it wasn't even the hard level race. It was the easy one. Like the short something something race. Why is the ranch over Try's theme? What the frick is this person doing? Okay, no. They're allowed to have their opinions. I would never judge. Everyone can have their opinions. Anyways, back to the Zeldas. So, like, this one is an adult. This one's an adult. And that one's an adult. So they get to have slightly bigger faces. And then, like, kind of like half adultish. We'll go with, like, these are like kind of half adults. Fable's actually 21, but she's got like a childish face. That's just how Fable is. Get one circle as a reference and just compare all the heads. The problem is I don't want it to be accurate, I want it to look accurate, and there is a difference, believe it or not. Fun fact, so actually I was doing this interesting comparison when I drew the artwork of Phantom and Spirit in the library, and like Phantom is lifting Spirit up to get to the high shelf in the library. If you actually look at that, I forgot which of them is like significantly shorter than the other, but because of the way the perspective works in that specific artwork, it's really weird, but one of them is like significantly short than the other, but it looked wrong if I put them at the same height, like it had to happen, so. So like in this one, if it has to happen, it has to happen. I'll accept it. And like some of them are gonna have like much larger hair than the others, you know what I mean? In which case their head will shrink a little bit to make it look like equivalent. Okay, I think I should just... All the adults, I think I need to make their faces bigger. But then the problem is their bodies get bigger as well, don't they? Okay, I'll start by making Dusk's face bigger. I think that's the most egregious example here. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, actually. The artwork of Spirit trying to get a train book. Oh, okay, yeah, that's why you mentioned it, presumably. Never mind. This makes sense. Thank you, I enjoyed that one. That one was fun. A lot of these are ideas that I just have in like a large doc, and my doc is very long and filled with like many ideas for various little comics that I need to draw, and I do not have the time. Yeah, title theme! Woo! It is the title theme, hell yeah. Yes, Dot is like 20, but Dot is like obviously small. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Dot and 4 have to look young. Fable, I also think she just looks young. Fable and Sun are like, they're pretty old actually, but like they just have a young looking face. Like, Sun is actually older than Artemis, but Artemis definitely looks older than Sun. This is based on real events. I look very young. Okay, there. Lullaby's face maybe also? Just gonna make all of their faces bigger. Okay, this is Hyrule Castle, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's even in her name that she's small, exactly. It's not only in her name, it's in the name of the game, it's in the name of the race of people in the game, like, the entire game is based on small things. Yeah, this is actually like the classic Zelda Evil Hyrule Castle theme. They just play it all the time. And also technically Hyrule Castle, but you know. You'll see this specific series of notes in like everything. Okay. I think that's like a good size. If your brother's shaved, they could pass as 15, yeah. Sometimes it's just like that. Okay, who else needs a bigger face? I'll do the, like, head size comparison afterwards. But I think, okay, so now it's Flora, maybe? We can also shrink faces if needed. But I do want to make all the faces as large as possible so that I can see them, you know? Like, I think they should be visible. Really like the Disney sketch? Thanks, thanks. Yeah, that one has been in the in the works for like, I don't know, like a year plus? Will I ever finish it? I don't know. Right, maybe. Fable, I think, now. Just continually looking for the smallest face and upsizing it. Okay, Fable, and then... Oh, actually, I'll shrink Fable down a little more. Because Fable doesn't have to have, like, a super large face. A little more rectangular than that. Fable's like a rectangular-shaped girl. Her head is rectangular-shaped, at least. Yeah, I feel like there's various shapes we want to go for here, too, right? Like, Dot has to be a circle. Sun's kind of ovalish, so maybe I should make Sun a little more ovally. Dusk is like a very long, thin, isosceles triangle. Something like this. Okay, but now the head is in the wrong position when compared to the body. Hold on. Okay. Alright, let's see how I can... Well, no, I think this doesn't look right. I think it looked better before. Yeah. Sun can be more square. There. Oh, Castletown. Okay, this is a good choice. I do like Castletown. Castletown in number 6 is valid. Just Wrench should go all the way down to like 100. Yeah, I think this one might be Castletown. I don't remember if Southern Village has a different theme. It probably does. It's been too long. Joyous Medieval. Yeah, pretty much actually. That's the vibe we're getting here. It does have different music? Okay. We'll find out when we get there. Okay. Now, the hard part. Oh wait, I said I'd do circle comparisons. Let me do that first. Here. I'll make a circle. And then I'll do some comparing. Here. Okay, this is... So, Dusk has the longest face, like by a significant amount. This is necessary. Also... Can I remove this? I guess I can turn it black. There. Okay, now I can see that they're all pointing, like, to the center. Kind of throws off the balance. Yo, Tristan. How's it going? Zelda Art, indeed. I do usually end up doing Zelda Art, don't I? I think this will change when I start playing Fire Emblem again. Like, XCOM, there's nothing to draw for. In terms of TRPGs, the least drawable TRPG is XCOM. Okay, here. This is one Dusk face. This is one Dusk face. Yeah, long face so she can scowl better is correct. Okay, let's go compare this with all the other faces. Okay, I feel like this is valid. Like, Tetra's entire head should fit. Like, kind of like that, with a Dusk face, maybe. Here. Okay, oh, this is Hyrule Field. This is my favorite. This is my favorite track. Like, the main opening theme. Okay. It turns out that Flora's head is the same size as Dusk's head. This cannot stand. So, we make Dusk's head even bigger. Dusk is the double wisdom themed Zelda, so she must have the biggest of the heads. Been busy working on your own Zelda project. Oh, that's nice. Okay, here. This is the biggest head. Head so big. Okay, head so big the arm doesn't look right anymore. This is fine. Yeah, this is the most iconic. I think, like, there might be a variation of this that I like even better, but this is good. I like the Hyrule Field music from this game. It's the main theme for the game, you know what I mean? So it speaks to me. Because Echo can't have popular games. What, was Adventure of Link not good enough for you? Oh, man. Didn't hear anything about it before it was basically out. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I do keep in touch with the Zelda franchise, so I knew about it. I think actually within minutes after the release of the game, I had been messaged by like at least 3 or 4 different people. But that is because I am maybe specifically someone who would enjoy this game. Oh, wait, you didn't hear about it until it was out, but then you also heard about it right when it was announced? Wait, which one? Oh, you were... Oh, I see. You didn't hear anything about it? Gotcha. What? It's the same what? Did I not increase the size of the head? What happened? Why the frick is Acorn minigame higher ranked than Hyrule Field? What is this person doing? This guy really likes minigames, is what we're figuring out. Yeah, this is Acorn Gathering, apparently. Yeah, I looked at it. I didn't remember this. Oh, you do regulate. Gotcha. Yeah. Neat. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us Zelda fans tend to keep in touch with the new system, don't we? Hell yeah. Just got Insta. Oh, thanks. Glad to have more follows. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm making the circle bigger. I'm not even making the head bigger, I'm just making the circle bigger. This will represent the new and improved Dusk head size. This is too big, isn't it? Okay, I feel like this makes more sense. Here. Like, that's a good Flora head size. Artemis could be a little bigger, to be honest, I think, actually. Nah, her eyes are supposed to be kind of low. Okay, whatever, this is fine. Yes, I am going to play Adventures of Elliot on launch. I kind of got the Switch too, just so I could play the demo of Adventures of Elliot. Like, I knew I was gonna get it anyways, okay? This isn't new. And obviously, I technically got the Switch 2 for Fire Emblem, but... but like... but the reason I got it a little bit earlier Oh, did you find me through Adventures? Hey. Yeah, I will be playing that on release. Do not worry. Like, they're crossing over Octopath and Zelda? Are you freaking kidding me? That's my exact alley. You know they say, like, right up your alley? Like, that is my alley. Okay, here. Echo's head could be bigger. Alright. We're upsizing Echo a little. I think I've upsized Dusk too much, actually. Like, all the bodies are gonna look so small. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't question it. Don't question it, Lynn. Just keep drawing. Something, something, trust the process. Okay. Close enough. I'll have to make her shoulder kind of like hang down a little to make this work, I think. Yeah, Hyrule Field should be at the top, Tri's theme should be second. I don't know what this person is doing, but I guess we'll wait for... This is number 3. Gerudo Town is good. I'm okay with this. Didn't used to keep up with Zelda, but was watching the direct when it was announced and was like, huh, neat. Okay, yeah, fair. I have been keeping up with Zelda news for quite a while. I still remember back in the olden days. In 2019, when they announced Tears of the Kingdom for the first time. Actually, I've been keeping up since, I think, Skyward Sword release. And I've been a Zelda fan for longer than that. But, like, previously I just didn't have internet access. I couldn't keep up with anything. I'd learn about the games and I'd be like, oh, that was the thing that existed. Okay. And now we compare the biggest Zelda head to the smallest Zelda head. Okay, this is fair. Dawn is supposed to be small. Dot is also supposed to be small, but like not that small, so I think I should actually increase Dot's head size. Like Dot can be a little bigger than Dawn. You use Echo's Hyrule Castle theme as your Night OC main theme? Wait, what does that mean? Should, Night OC? Original character. Oh, like you have a Knight character that you have made. And you use this as a theme? That's really cool. I like that. Yeah, Echo's Hyrule Castle theme is a good choice. I think it used to be my main theme on Insta. You can pick like a main theme on Insta, I found out recently. And I originally set it to Hyrule Castle from Echoes of Wisdom, but I have changed it since. I have changed it. If anyone wants to guess, you can try. You would need like specific stream knowledge though to guess it. And you can also just find the answer by going over to my Insta right now, I guess. But I'm not gonna make people do that. Left out the mayo from your fish tacos? As in like left it out and it went bad? Or like left it out and forgot it? Because if you forgot it, you can always put it back in, no? Or you already ate the tacos and now you're like, wait, frick, wait, there's still mayo. Okay, I think this is a good head size. Maybe. Maybe not. This is fine. Okay. Sun's head should not be the same. Oh, actually, wait. Okay, if I kind of like shrink the head a little, I'm gonna make her head more circular. Okay, okay, wait. This is the main theme. This is allowed. This would be my first place. I think this is a different variation of the main theme. Like, I think they played Hyrule Castle, or wait, Hyrule Field before. And then this is like the main theme. Maybe. No, it's not looping, it's not looping. I think it's different. Okay, also, eyes are pointing in the wrong direction. Yeah, this is like the credits version, I think, or something. I agree. It's like a different version. It was title theme, then Hyrule Field, and then this? Really? Oh no, title theme was like before, but it's different. This is like the credits version or something. Here, you mean like this one, right? Acorn minigame, Hyrule Field, you mean this one. Okay, I'll just put the main theme back on, but this is what I was thinking of. This is what I was thinking of. I think this is my favorite soundtrack. But this is second place for them, so let's see what they put in first. Okay. Circle sizes continue to be compared. I'm gonna drop out. No worries, Juan. Thanks for stopping by. This is an appropriate head size for Fable. I could make Dawn's head bigger. This is like really small. It's fine. Oh, okay. This is the epilogue theme. So they've chosen epilogue as first place. I guess it's fair. This is also fine. I think Lullaby can have the same head size. Nice. Okay, and then Phantom. Head's at a different angle, so it's gonna be difficult to judge. Tetra. Yeah. Okay. This feels alright to me, I think. I think maybe Echo and Dawn could have larger faces, maybe. Oh. I think the problem is... I think the problem is no matter what I do, I'm just gonna like feel like something should be sized differently, so I should just keep drawing. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so... let's also just move all the non-face parts into a different layer. Because we don't want to be interfering with faces. Okay, so the epilogue does contain this version of Tri's theme. So fair enough. I'll give them that. They chose wisely. Yeah, I think epilogue just means like, I mean, it's not really credits, I guess, you're right, because this is like when Tri says farewell. This is like the farewell version. But still. Okay. And here. And then there's like, I drew a few lines over on Sun's side. And then, yeah, epilogues and credits, soundtracks are kind of cheating in these lists because they just usually contain everything. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, never mind. I did pick the right stuff. Then what happened to this? Duplicate here and go. Okay, neat. I'm also gonna change the color of these. Let's make it just so that I know which ones are on which layer. Actually, it should be the other way around, I think. Let's keep this purple and then make this kind of like pinkish. There. Yeah, Null does rewrite the entire Zelda lore, but I really like that. I think they did it in a good way. Also, I think Phantom maybe should be looking downwards. I really do like how they made Null feel like he belongs by having him copy things from across the series. Mostly the Oracle games, but... but that's so neat. I love it. He didn't exist at that point, even if you can attribute that to him? Oh yeah, you mean like in terms of becoming a threat? I think it's fair to count games that have happened in reverse as threats. But, like, I mean, this is why Demise gets the whole, like, oh, he's so evil because all the Ganondorfs have actually been, like, using his stuff all along. But, I mean, a lot of people hated that back in the day, so... The Demon Tribe? Which Demon Tribe are you referring to specifically? She looks like she's gonna murder someone. This is fine. Oh man. I mean, murder is allowed. Remember kids, murder is okay. Murder is okay. Hey, Specky, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, folks, welcome in. How's it going? What were you up to, Specky? Doing something fun, I'm sure. Only one demon tribe? Which one then? Oh, okay, you demon. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. I honestly forgot that Demise had, like, a tribe. Did he? Okay, cool. He's, like, his tribe is inconsequential-ish to the series, unless you decide to, like, headcanon it into people, and I like that. I think that's neat. Any of the other demons hail from him. Oh, okay, so, like, who hails from him? Is there a link that hasn't killed? What do you mean? Like, killed monsters? Or do you mean, like, killed, like, people? Space salvaging. Now I'm trying to figure out what game that is. Factorio. No, I'm kidding. I don't know anything about Factorio. Kerbal Space Program. Is there actually just a game called Space Salvaging? It's possible. I think most links have not killed people. Only a few links have, like, very rarely do you need to kill people. The Hero of Legend does, because in A Link to the Past, you kill a bunch of soldiers that come after you. If we're counting Hyrule Warriors, I think that one counts too, right? You fight humans. Probably. Actually, I don't even remember if you fight humans. Could be wrong. Hero of Time kills humans, I think. Presumably in, like, the war that happens afterwards. Okay, but, like, which demons in the series, I guess? Like, who are the demons in the series? Like, I'm genuinely curious. So, like, maybe, like, is Vati a demon? He's a Minish, never mind. But I mean, like, you know, which people are you considering to be demons, right? Oh, Yuga? Like, okay, so do you consider Yuga to be a demon? Like, for example, I consider him to be human, right? Is he human? I'm trying to, like, guess what the demons are. Maybe, like... Oh, I don't think about demons a lot. Oh, Octopath music, hell yeah. Yeah, he's Lolian, true. You know what I mean. Hylian, Lolian. Okay, yeah, like Bellum, Miletus, Chancellor Cole. Like those people, do you consider them to be demons? That'd be kind of cool. I like that. Bellum's like a squid, but I mean, squids can be demons too. I don't discriminate. This is interesting, it's a cool headcanon. Okay, so Bellum and Miletus, neat. I love those two because I am a Phantom Hourglass Spirit Fox fan. So props to including Bellum and Miletus into your headcanons. I think more people should do this. Demon is too loose of a term. No, I mean, I think it's a cool term. And it just depends, everything depends on how you define it in the Zelda series. Like, that's just kind of how Zelda is, right? Bellum stated to be a parasitic demon. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Neat. Yeah, I didn't know that. Does, like, do you know where it says that? I'm genuinely curious. That's really cool. I love learning new facts about the series that I really like. He is pretty parasitic. You see that at the end. Good old Langbeck. Yeah, I think Miletus does say something about being a demon king. Yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. Yeah, Chancellor Cole has definitely got some demon in him. So that's at least 3 people, right? If we're counting Bellum. Bellum doesn't have any subordinates, I guess. So it's Bellum, and then Miletus, and then Chancellor Cole. Let's see. I can just go through the series in order. Are there any demonish type creatures in Minish Cap? I don't think so, because Vati's the only villain, and you fight him and he's Minish, like you find that out at the end. 4 Swords and 4 Swords Adventure, also only that. Skyward Sword has Demise, which we've counted. Girahim, I think, was canonically forged by the goddess, or I could have made that up. I don't remember whether that's canon anymore. Let's look it up. Girahim... Skyward Sword... Don't actually remember if I made that up. Vati's the Minish. But he could be a demon as well. Like, you know, you can do whatever you want in Zelda. You know what I mean? He's a weird situation. He can be Minish and also demon, that's fine, yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody chooses the title Demon Lord, like, come on. Good times. Okay, so you can become demon. No, but I think that's not what Tristan is saying, right? Tristan is saying, like, all the people descended from the Demon King, which is, in this case, Demise. So, like, you need to have blood of the demon in you, probably, right? That sounds cool. Yeah, I can't find anything about Girahim saying that he was forged by the goddess, but this was the thing that I remember headcanon, like, I had this headcanon ages ago. It's not my headcanon, by the way, like, I don't take credit for this. Someone did a thing ages ago where it was, like, Girahim and Phi shipping, and I still ship that. This was, like, a while. Also check the, yeah, sure. Spirit Tracks is so funny. Could Chancellor Cole not come up with a better body to put Miletus in? No, they needed like, they needed like the strength of the Zelda. Oh, okay, so okay, when you're saying demons, you mean like bad people. But you did say demon tribe, which sort of like indicates, so you mean like people can like become part of the demon tribe by like not being blood related to them, I assume? Okay, I like that. That's a fun headcanon. That's neat. I like it. You can become and unbecome a demon. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, Batro is a demon. Oh, shit. Okay. You know, I always genuinely thought he was just a Hylian. That's a fun Wisdom versus headcanon mob. I see it. It's a mountain range. It's just a mountain range. But you know what? I love it. I love it when people build theories off of stuff. This is brilliant. This one I may not follow myself, but like feel free to follow more things, mob. I think it's neat. Okay, so to become a demon, you must what? You must do evil things, right? And then like to unbecome a demon, you must wait, hold on. But if Patro was a demon, he wasn't doing evil things, right? So how do you become a demon? Maybe you can sometimes start off as a demon. And then like that's just like a like you're kind of like stuck there type of thing. And that's like rip for you. That makes sense. That makes sense. I like that. So are the Ganons demon at all? So like, does every villain kind of just gets to become a demon, right? That's kind of cool. You could have like one sort of... Assuming in the Zelda series that they never... Oh, wait, okay, so the demon tribe was a race. Gotcha. Okay. But Ganon is Gerudo. Okay, no, I like it. I think this is a cool headcanon. I think it's also a very interesting thing that you're like pulling the mentions of demon from various parts of the series and putting them together. I think I personally may not follow this one, but it's neat. I like it. I can see the mountain range, but being Nullsclaw just fits. Hey, because he's within the earth. Ah, okay, okay. I like it. I like it. Okay, so he's a Gerudo who becomes a demon via becoming Ganon. Okay, but the demon tribe is a race, right? So, like, usually you don't become part of a race. I guess, like, it's a magical race, so you can become part of the race by, like, absorbing something? So like, I assume that what you mean by race is, like a group of people who have absorbed evil energy. Oh, it's all from the Hyrule Encyclopedia. Oh, neat. Okay, I can just read that then, probably. Hold on. I think, it's probably difficult to type all this throughout chat, huh? Let me look that up. It's been a while since I've read it. And also, I will admit to, like, not considering certain things in the Historia canon. You guys know my thoughts on Four Swords Adventure's placement in the timeline. Personally don't think it makes sense, but that's okay. I have the old PDF of this. Where did I put it? It might be on my iPad, which is unfortunate because I'm using it at the moment. Here, maybe I can find like a wiki page about it? Okay. Dungeon Wiki. No, this one just says, Girahim. Which, yeah, that I agree with. Okay. Shout out to Downfall Timeline. Woo! How much more the... Yeah, I know, right? It's so funny. No, so I think Skyward Sword kicks off the story of Demise and the Demon Tribe invading the surface of Hyrule is all canon. But I think any other people afterwards being a part of the Demon Tribe I have not myself seen, so I'm curious, like, where that, like, is that one also in the story? I can't find it. I'll look at this later because it sounds interesting. Oh, music's a bit loud. I will indeed put it down. Thanks for letting me know. Feel free to tell me anytime, no worries. Yeah, I love that they keep stuffing things into Downfall. I think it's so funny. I am such a fan of that. Okay, how do guns work? That's not how you hold a gun, is it? I don't know. Okay, hold on. What if I hold my mic like it's a gun? Alright, let me just try that. Okay. This is so weird. I'm apparently not a good American because I don't know how to hold a gun. Wait, thumb should be in front of the trigger? What? Don't you put your thumb like on top, all cool like? No? This doesn't look right though. This definitely doesn't look right. Rick, how do you aim? Okay, I'm gonna look up like... Okay, Miletus and Bellum obviously are never mentioned. Right, given they're demons. Okay, but are we given that they're demons? Like, where are we given that they're demons? And Miletus himself becomes a new demon king. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Of the demon realm that the tribe originated from. It's more so assuming. Yes, okay, that's what I'm saying. I think, like, Skyward Sword Demise being a part of some demon organization makes sense to me. I think it's really cool that you've connected that. Like, I think you're connecting Miletus and his whole, like, demon thing to like, the, like, whole Demise demon thing. Like, that's neat. I like that. Oh, are they called demons in the games? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Miletus is definitely called demon. I think you're totally right about that. I don't remember Bellum being called a demon at all. Okay, the finger should be off the trigger if she has good trigger discipline. What if she's, like, shooting them at the moment, though? Because I wanted to kind of, like, do a water spout coming from this. I'm looking up a gun hand. Gun hand shooting... art... reference. Then she be shooting. She gonna fire her laser. It's like a water laser thing. It's not a, like, I mean, it's like a magic gun, because, you know, this is like a Nintendo game. Hyrule Warriors really did decide. Close enough, welcome back, XCOM. True. We never escaped. Okay. What? Why are people holding guns like this? This doesn't look like they do in the movies. Yeah, I'm not doing this right. Why is the barrel of the gun so high? What kind of gun is... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look up Tetra specifically, shooting the gun in Hyrule Warriors. Tetra. Hyrule Warriors. Gun. Okay, he's called a demon, and in external media is expended upon being a parasitic demon. That's neat. Okay. Yeah, I guess, maybe... I wonder what translations have Bellum being called as a demon or not. Like, is the word demon what we're looking for here? Alright, I found a gun. Wait, no, this is the wrong angle. Frick. Okay, wait, I found one that kind of works, but it's like really small. Oh no, it disappeared. Come back. Monsters flip-flop constantly between being their own races and being demons. See, at this whole time, I thought all the bosses were their own races. You know, because, like, Vati's Minish, right? And, like, I always kind of thought that, like, So Miletus, he might be, like, a demon, but I always assumed that he was a demon that's completely different from, like, the entire Demise thing, because he's in a completely different geographic location. So I always suspected that he's just a part of, like, some unrelated anti-Locomo tribe. But I do think that the dark world that they go into in Spirit Tracks is the same as the dark world that you go into in any of the other ones. So, like, I am saying that, like, the geographic locations don't matter for that. So I could definitely see that the demon tribe would migrate, you know? Like, they could do that. That's pretty cool. In Skyward Sword, all the monsters are referred to as demons who serve Demise. Are they? Okay. Interesting. And, like, Bellum is like, not even a real creature, right? So, like, how did the demon tribe make it into, like, the Phantom King's dream? Phantom King. The Phantom Hourglass Ocean King's dream. Like, that must take some effort, you know? Like, they got into, like, a dream? Like, I guess the nightmares made it, right? Into, like, the Windfish's dream, so you could assume that. Like, I think this is some neat headcanons being put together here, but I don't personally follow it myself. Like, I think referring to someone as a demon just means that they're evil and doesn't necessarily mean that they're part of the same race in my interpretation, but you could definitely interpret it that way, so I think it's cool. Okay, I found a picture of Tetra holding her gun. However, it is pixelated. It seems to be from, like, the 3DS version of the game. It's very pixelated, holy shit. Yeah, I think also monsters in Zelda 1 can be friendly to you, which adds another level of complexity to things. We were just talking about torture on the Tumblr earlier. It's a whole thing. Check the Hyrule Warriors intro cutscene. Oh, I do like that. She might shoot it there. I've got, like, the official artwork, but it's kind of at the wrong angle. I'm gonna try to emulate the official artwork because it's just got more details than the model does in game. Guess you're gonna have to play the game again to see her gun. I've played every mainline Zelda game, and I've played a good number of non-mainline ones as well, but I have not played Hyrule Warriors, so this would be the first time I'm playing it. Hyrule Warriors is, like, the one game where I, like, have to do research into it, because I don't remember it from off the top of my head. Oh, okay, whoa, Dark Link is summoned via demonic magic, okay. So he could be... Okay, I think, Tristan, that you want every evil person in the series to be a part of the demon tribe, and I think that's very cool. I think that is a neat series of things to do. Have you watched Frieren? You might like Frieren. I think it's also a good show. This is relevant, I promise. Dark Link is summoned via demonic magic. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? I mean, there's a lot of different Dark Links throughout the series as well, yeah. Every evil person has a connection to each other. Hashtag being evil. I won't say anything more. I have my own thoughts on a lot of the villains. I have many thoughts. Okay, why is Tetra's hand so small? What is this? From the Historia and Wikipedia's online, they seem to group them together. This might be true. I don't know. It's been a while since I read the Historia. And then the Wikipedias, I don't know about. I tend not to reference as many of them. I tend to just, whenever possible, draw from my own memory, but I'm always free to admit if I forget something that's gonna happen. I mean, like, the fun about the Zelda series, by the way, is that there's no correct interpretation, in my opinion. Like, the thing that makes the Silmarillion fandom and the Zelda fandom, and also Modazushi, the thing that makes them all fun is that there's so many different interpretations of things and so many different viewpoints that it's just, you can pick whatever you feel like, and chances are something out there will agree with you. Yeah, exactly. So like some people will say that Dark Link and Shadow Link are the same. Some people say they're different. There's the manga as a source. There's the not manga as a source. Various mangas also have different viewpoints on it, so Yeah, I personally like to connect a few dots and say that they're at least similar, but I do think that they're different in some ways. It really depends. You can do anything. Also, wow, I'm having like no luck drawing this gun. Guns are hard. Guns are hard, and guns are even harder when the actual character has like very small fingers. This doesn't look right. I think canonically, Dark Link and Shadow Link are not necessarily connected. If not even Nintendo can keep it straight, I'm not gonna try to make sense out of it. Oh, well. No, hold on. I personally disagree with that one. My entire point here is to connect all the threads that Nintendo does not make sense of. Like, I will make it make sense. Like, my goal with, like, any of this is to just patch up all the holes, and if I have to, like, smooth over a few things to do it, I'll do it. But, like, I want to fill in as many plot holes as possible. Like, I'm just gonna set so many things in place that will fill in, and, like, sometimes I'll have to veer away from canon to make it work, but, like, because that's just how it is. But my goal is to fill in all the plot holes. Like, you might think to yourself, like, oh, the Ocarina of Time, it just does whatever is necessary for the plotline. No. I think there's rules. There's rules, and each circumstance is different, and that's why you see it do so many things. I think I should give up on drawing this gun and do it later. This isn't working. Also, what the frick is this? There's like a circle here, and then it goes like this, and then it goes like that. What is that? What does this do? What does this mean? You and I are on the same wavelength. Sad. Oh, thanks, Pumpkin. Yes, Tristan, if you want your chats to show up, I suppose this entire time people watching the VOD are like, huh? Who's this ghost? Yeah, pick a color for your username, and then your chats will show up on the screen. This is a known bug in this channel, and not one that I will be fixing because I am actually using it as a feature. It's a flintlock gun. The part in the back is the safety lock. Oh. Why is it circular? See, I don't know anything about guns. Try to make it make sense as you do have some lore developed for Dark and Shadow Link. Oh, neat. Okay, that's cool. How do you do that? I have no idea. Someone in chat should know. Are you on mobile? There's like dots maybe, like the 3 dots. Click the 3 dots. Yeah, good luck with your AU. I think everybody having like various AUs is very cool. I am always in support of more people coming up with more theories, even if I don't personally agree with those theories. Hell yeah. Hey, thanks, Marionette. I appreciate it. There's the instructions right there. We've run into this problem before, as you can tell, Tristan. Yeah, I have a lot of lore developed for Dark and Shadow Link specifically. It does not, unfortunately, have to do with the Demon Tribe. So, yeah, if anyone here is interested on my take on Shadow Link and or Dark Link. Yep, looks like it works now. Yeah, if anyone's interested in my take, just go check out The Secrets We Keep. It's got 14 chapters so far. That's pretty good. Yeah, I've actually been working more on Time's Refrain too, which is fun because like my progress on Time's Refrain is so for people who may not know, I'm writing like another story, and like I've already published chapters 0 and 1, all right? But I have like I've written like chapters like I want to say like 3, 4, 5, 8, like 10, 11, 12. And then, but I haven't written chapter 2, so I can't push any of those. Oh, man. Yeah, it's working now, Tristan. You're good. Also, yeah, heck yeah. Thank you for saving those in a note file. That is so useful, Marionette. Props to Marionette. Also, this gun actually looks not, like, terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I think I can do something with this gun. Also, many fingers are missing here. That's okay. She doesn't need fingers. Fingers are a lie. Oh, I don't think there's a Times Refrain bot yet. Maybe try like AO3? Like, exclamation mark AO3, did I do that? I might have done that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. You can find all my fics there. Secrets We Keep will explain my theories on what happens to very specific shadows and or darks. But I do have more. Theories that are necessary for this to work. Also, I think, Tristan, the other thing is, the demon tribe theory that you have is very cool and seems to indicate that you really like Skyward Sword. Is this true? Not just FSA Shadow who's getting focused. Oh no, it's mostly, you'll see. It's mostly FSA Shadow. I have some theories. Yeah, see, this is, like, right from the beginning, I'm like, I think this insistence on the Demon Tribe thing, this must be a Skyward Sword fan. I will admit to being not really like an anti-Skyward Sword fan, but as someone who was part of the Zelda fandom before, I kind of viewed this entire Demise and Hylia thing, I was like, oh, okay, but like, why though? But it's neat, and I like it quite a bit, and I've definitely, like, folded all of it into my view of the Zelda series. But I do view the, for example, Hylia-Demise duo as just being another demigod. So I would say, for example, Meletus is on the same level as Demise, Bellum is on the same level as Demise. They're all demigods. And then, and same with Hylia, for example, or the Ocean King. This is my personal view of it. Like, all of them are sort of like lesser gods, and then the greater gods are the golden goddesses, Din, Furor, Neru. Like, Hylia was definitely worshipped as a goddess, but I would place her on a lower level, in that she, like, took part in the world itself, like she incarnated as a human. And that's not what makes her a lower goddess, it's just part of her standing. Null is on the same level as the other three. Yeah, Null is Golden Goddess's level. Exactly. That's why I really liked Null. Like, all the gods and various evil people we've seen throughout the series. Vati, by the way, is even lower level than that. Like, Vati, Ganon, those are just humans. And, like, or Yuga, for example. Humans that have been possessed by something. And then, like, going a step up from that, we have, like, actual deities. Which includes things like Majora, Hylia, Demise, Bellum, Meletus. Am I missing any? The Ocean King. The Windfish, Levias from Skyward Sword. Yeah. I think below that, but above humans, is like dragons and or mythical creatures, like any like immortal type. So like the Great Deku Tree, the dragons in Skyward Sword, the dragons in like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, the spirits from Wind Waker, like Valoo, etc. Fierce Deity, I think, scales to... Oh, that's difficult. That's difficult. I think Fierce Deity is like someone who started off human level, right? Because I think my personal view of this is the headcanon that Fierce Deity is like the original Link. Like, I like that. I think it's a cool headcanon. So Fierce Deity is first, which means he started off Hylian and scales all the way up to like near Hylia. Which you can definitely do. You can like rise in power. Hylia is Jesus, this is true. Fun fact, Frederica from Triangle Strategy is Moses. That's right, friends. Yeah, and then like above all of that is Null and the Golden Goddesses, and they are outside the world. Like they scale to outside the world, which is kind of insane. But I would say that I think all of them are different like races of people, etc. In my personal viewpoint, you do not have to follow this. Yeah, Null definitely like actively kidnaps and or like Null has created such a problem that the Golden Goddesses had to create the world to contain it. That is really cool. I love it. Yeah. I tend to like come up with things that stick to as much canon as possible and then like patch up any holes in the plot. So like if the question is, for example, what happened to the Phantom Hourglass world after the events of Phantom Hourglass? Then like I'm like, I've got an explanation for that, you know what I mean? I think it's fun. Fierce is interesting though, this is true. I feel like Fierce has to scale pretty high. Like definitely almost high level. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, the gap in the middle of the Triforce. I thought the same, yes. We used to actually theorize about like an anti-Triforce or something. It's very cool that they actually made it real. So neat. Also, old theories were that someone would uncover the 4th section and it would be like luck. This is like a super old theory. I don't remember if I came up with this one or if it was like somebody else. Does this look tilted? I think this looks a little tilted. That's unfortunate. We can fix this. Would the Tetraforce basically be hunger then? Wait, sorry, I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Oh, you mean what does the center represent? Oh, well, it represents null, which means nothingness, right? But I mean, you can, once again, you can decide to interpret it whatever way you want. I think, in my opinion, the most canonical explanation is just that null itself means nothing and it represents nothing. It's essentially the return of everything to the void. Oh, I like hope. Well, I think hope is kind of like a subsection of courage a little bit, isn't it? But I like it. Yeah, I like that interpretation. You could go like null being a ceaseless hunger that devoured everything. Yeah, this is true. I like to view it more as like the hunger is just returning to nothingness, in my opinion. But I like that. That's really neat. Okay, maybe something like this. Oh. It represents yeah. The falling sound, like the oh man. Yeah, that's why I really like the null interpretation. Like, I guess I also kind of come from like a computer science background, so null is a rather familiar term to me. I like it because it makes sense, right? Like, the middle of the Triforce means nothing, yeah. Odysseus would like that. Polyphemus is gonna kill me on my next run, just for that. Alright. I have centered it a little bit. This is fine. I think maybe slightly longer arms too? Or I could just keep it short. I mean, this is Phantom. Phantom doesn't have like... She's kind of buff, actually. Yeah, unfortunately, Medea also exists now. God damn it. Why would she do this to me? I've been getting mad at Eris for being, like, not on my side. I am now gonna get mad at Medea for not being on my side. Never got mad at Hecate, actually. Because Hecate's nice, is why. Hecate is cool. I think I might need to make this blade bigger too. Okay, does the gun at least look kind of vaguely correct? I can fix it up later more. There. Yeah, Hecate just wants us to not die. I can get behind that. I love the concept of not dying. So does Medea, yeah, she does say that. But she's like actively helping Polyphemus, which is not as cool as Hecate, who just fights you. So... So points lost. Trying to watercolor and keep getting distracted. Oh, you should post your watercolor in the channel once you're done. Yeah, as always, if you want to do some artwork while we do this, always glad to have people join us in the artworks. Okay. I guess the question is Tetra kicking Dusk in the face or no? Unlike Discord or Tumblr. Tumblr if you want, but Discord for sure, yeah. Go for it. There's an art channel for a reason. Everybody posts their artwork. This god beef is crazy. You mean like the fighting between the gods? Yeah, exactly. I think it's just like, it's an interpretation of the same stuff, right? I think it's neat. Yeah, his need to devour everything and consume it is his want for nothing to be left, yeah. That's cool. Pillow. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. See ya. Oh, actually, whoa, it's 8:30. Oh my gosh, it's nearly 8:30. I usually stop way before this. I will head out then. Heck, I'm gonna have to finish this up some other time. But I have ideas. Ideas. So many of them. And so little time. Also, if I make Tetra's legs this long, we're not gonna have any space for any of the adults. This is a problem. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. Thanks for stopping by, folks. Always appreciate your support and stuff. Heck yeah. Let's go give somebody a raid and share that support to people. Also, yeah, what a great what a great song to end this on. I'll be back tomorrow playing some XCOM probably. Come join us if you want to fight and die gloriously in the infantry. And let's go raid Letalis Rose. I think they're playing Ocarina of Time. Here we go. Letalis Rose. There we go. We'll see them. Careful for any wannabe Sith Lords and evil wizards. Better watch out. Palpatine could be anywhere. Power scaling the gods and just casually putting Echo and Silent at the top. I see what you're up to. Alright, see y'all later, folks. Bye.